Too early to get into comedy. No such thing, sir. Dear Bill, I'm 17 and just did my first open mic at a coffee shop. I got a few laughs and a few awkward silences, but overall, I enjoyed it. I really want to go to a comedy club soon so I don't have to be so selective about my words. Any advice to someone this young looking to get into this? P.S. I know bombing is part of the process. Problem is, I have paper-thin skin. Does your hide thicken up after a while of bombing? All right, two things. Any advice on somebody looking to get into this? Dude, you're already into it. It's like you just shot heroin, and now you're asking me about heroin. Like, you already did it. Now you're hooked, and you already want to go down to a comedy club. You started at 17. That's not too early. That's fucking great. And don't listen to the fucking older people who are jealous and be like, dude, you're 17. You got nothing to talk about. You got nothing to talk about. And then watch them go on stage and see what the fuck they're talking about. Doing shit jokes. Wait, am I talking about myself? Don't listen to them. All right? This is the deal. You're young, and there's going to be a lot of people fucking jealous. Okay? And then if you're a guy, there's going to be a couple of old fucking lady comics that are going to try to bang you. Stay away from them. If you're a female, just stay away from anybody who tells jokes, because they're all going to try to bang you. So it's a job. Go down there and get better at it. Surround yourself with positive, motivated people that you feel are going to make it, and they're not doing this just fucking around. And you guys will all feed off of each other's drive. That's what happened to me in Boston when I started. I started with Dane and Patrice O'Neill, rest his soul. And we were down at Nick's Comedy Stop, down on Warrington Street in Boston. We were down there every fucking night, unless we had a gig elsewhere. And even then, a lot of times we would drive back in there. We were there every fucking night. And I remember one of the great compliments I got when I first started out. This guy came walking in, and I was already there, writing down my jokes. And he looked at me, he said, "Dude, you are everywhere." And it's just like, yeah, I am. So that's what you got to be, dude. And you can't just do like comedy clubs. You got to do stand up anywhere you can. And as far as bombing, yes, it is part of the process. I had a paper thin skin. I was shy. I was introverted. I had all of that, and it just was fucking all when you were bombing. It was just, just sucks. It just sucks in the beginning. But the same way you learn how to kill, you're going to learn how to bomb, and you're going to learn how to hold your ground, and you'll have poise while bombing. And then when you get to a really high level of bombing, is you'll begin to understand if you're bombing, because if it's your fault, if it's the crowd's fault, if it's the setup, if it's half the crowd, half you, if it's 60% you, and that to me is the best thing. If you figure out it's you, then you just start making fun of yourself. If you figure out it's them, you start giving them shit, and they loosen up a little bit. If it's a little bit in the middle, you sort of make fun of yourself while you're ribbing them. You'll figure out the whole recipe to the thing. But, I think it's great. It takes a lot of balls, 17 to start out. So, my hat is off to you.